I honestly think this is the sleeper of the event. Now, the bow, The rocket has some good things about it that I like. The shotgun has some really good things about it too. But something new is back, and historically a lot of players aren't interested in it, and I get it. But in today's video, I want to show you some things. Where its place is now in the Crucible, it's very good. I mean, very good. PvE-wise, it takes a lot to make me, or anyone for that matter, use a 120 in PvE. You just don't do it. Historically, you don't do it. I've never done it. However, things have changed over the past year, so I want to show you its place now. It has a very good place. It's a Stasis 120. It has the Dreamwork origin trait. Excellent origin trait for it. Once per reload, assist or assisted final blow, you get a partially refilled magazine from reserves, and it increases reload speed for a short time. So in a team setting, all the time, it's going to come up. You'll see it in the bottom left. That means the reload scalar's there. And on a 120, it's bypassing a reload by throwing rounds in or speeding up that reload, so it's good on it. Then we have Nadir Focus. Sustained fire increases accuracy and range. That's more for the PvP. Great origin trait for it. And over the years, we've had a ton of perks come and go. Like in the past, it had things like Harmony, and in the Crucible, you could two-shot with it back then. But now, A, it doesn't have Harmony anymore, and B, if it did, it can't two-tap anymore, so things change. So from the previous version to the new version this year, obviously we gained Nadir Focus, the origin trait, and the third we lost Wellspring, but it's in the fourth. It just kind of switched. We lost Triple Tap, Discord, and Pugilist, but we gained Demolitionist to the Pain, Snapshot, and Elements Capacitor. In the fourth column, again, Demo and Wellspring just switched places. We lost Harmony, Golden Tricorn, and Encore, but we gained Explosive Payload, Precision Instrument, Vorpal Weapon. Some of the combos have been here, they've been strong, but again, things have changed. So I want to start with PvE. Here's the deal. Things like Demo Headstone work. It's always worked and it works well, but honestly, we just got bold endings. It does that and arguably does it a lot better. I plan to cover it sooner or later. I'm really impressed with it. There's things like Demolitionist Frenzy, great combination. If you want that, you can try it out, but the sleeper role here is Demo Wellspring, and we've seen this in the past. I had it, but I deleted it, and I got the new version from this year. The main reason is Prismatic. It is very good with Prismatic. First of all, there's only two primary weapons in the slot with Demo Wellspring. The other's Load Broke. It's kinetic. That's it. And the other primaries are in the other spot, Ogma and Optative, and then we have a whole bunch of special weapons. I have them enhanced, but out of the gate, regular Demolitionist versus enhanced Demo Wellspring, it depends on the nade. I'm using the Cold Snap here, but regular Demolitionist takes about 10 downs to get that grenade back, which is fine. You're getting more nade energy on those final blows, but with Demo Wellspring, it's only 6 kills. Because remember, Wellspring states that kills grant ability energy, and then it divides that energy to all uncharged abilities. If the grenade is the only thing not charged, it gets the full Wellspring energy. So another way to look at it is this is a primary weapon. In this kinetic slot, it's Stasis, but it's getting grenade energy like a special weapon that has Demo. Because a true special weapon gives about 20% grenade energy on a kill. This puts it around there. That's what this is doing. That's how you think of it. So I'm using Warlock here, and in videos I give examples with weapons and builds. Sometimes it's all Hunter, it's all Titan, all Warlock, and with what I'm getting to talk about can be done on all characters, just different ways, but it's just supercharged on Warlock. So hand cannons are overload, so that helps it, but I pair it with Matiodoxia. Targets defeated by the needles, they suspend. When you defeat suspended targets that are up in the air, you get melee energy. I'm using Devour with Bleak Watcher. Bleak Watcher slows, get the final blows on the slowed enemy, you get Devour, it gets it going. And then the second part of Devour, you get a ton of grenade energy too with final blows. Demo Wellspring Devour is wild. We'll talk about it in a second. 2 or 3 kills, you get the nade right back. That's just out of the gate. But on the artifact, we have Creeping Chill. Stasis weapon final blows against slowed targets, releases a burst that slows. Bleak Watcher is going to slow everything. Final blows with something new. You get this perk going. We have Radiant Orbs. Shield Crush. While Radiant, the grenade recharges faster. But on the kit, and this goes with Hunter or Titan too, while I have a Void buff, in this case Devour, ability final blows grant bonus Darkness Transcendence energy. Defeating targets affected by stasis or strand debuffs grant bonus Light Transcendence energy. This plays really, really well off the rip. There's a lot of stasis and strand debuffs. There's a lot of ability final blows with Prismatic. There's balance. Rapidly defeating targets with light damage grants melee. Rapidly defeating with darkness damage grants grenade. So that's even more grenade for Demo Wellspring. Then I have Dawn to get Radiant. And then Purpose, when I pick up an orb, I get Restoration because I'm running Song of Flame. But again, can be on anything, just the Devourer Warlock is supercharged with it. And together, all of this is really good with something new. Like just in a wave of bonfire enemies, you get max transcendence energy because all the things that are going on, because at some point, all of it's going to be up with unravel rounds, slow, creeping chill, all those things. They add up and it just flies. It's really, really fun. And we all know that Devour with Bleak Watcher is ridiculous, but adding in creeping chill, getting a ton of energy back with something new, being a darkness weapon, getting some play with the fragments, it just works. and it works very, very good. And this is just one little build with it. It's obviously for grenade builds or just plainly Prismatic, because Prismatic is very good with its ability usage. But even if you didn't want to run Bleak Watcher, just run a Vortex or a Storm, it's the same thing. That grenade's coming back every third or fourth kill with the hand cannon. So you could throw a grenade, weaken everything, clean up 3 or 4 kills, and throw another one. And as I stated earlier, the 120s do have downsides, but between Dreamwork adding ammo in, bypassing reloads, when you do need to reload if Dreamwork is up, you have the reload scaler. But most of the time, it has Demolitionist. So you throw your grenade, get 3 or 4 kills if you have Devour, or 6 or 7. If you're able to get downs, you're just going to demo the mag anyway. You're going to throw another grenade and reload it. Things like Inmost Light, whatever. But off of Prismatic, I mean, just sticking with Warlock here, there's the Suspend build with Metaiodoxia on Strand. It works good. I believe that's going to be the highlight of this weapon. 120 or not. It's the second weapon in this slot. It's Stasis, so opposite of being a Kinetic. It's going to be up to you. Other than that, unless you love it, again, Bold Endings has got your back. It's pretty good. Maybe you want Demo Frenzy, Precision Instrument Roll, you do you. As far as the Crucible, second 120 in this slot to get Precision Instrument Enhanced. We just saw Krimel's Dagger, and it's really good. Making it enhanced, you can 2-crit 1 body, tier 9 and below. Most are 9 and below. It comes up all the time. It's more ease of use. Otherwise, they would have to be tier 6 and below. And there's a lot of tier 6 or 7. This is tier 9 and below. It's one of those times in PvP where enhancing a perk is worth it. On top of that, longer range shots are trying to keep its damage up a little bit better. You'll see a shot hit 70, and it'll end in the 80s. It's helping keep it damage at a distance. It helps keep damage versus rifts and more. And Kreml has some good options in the third, but so does this to pair with Precision Instrument. And I found that most just don't like the model of Krimel's Dagger. It's just bulky. I get it. It is. You're not crazy. The model of something new is more traditional. It's like Better Devils. I got what I wanted with Snapshot and enhanced snapshots and extra +5 stability. A world of difference on a 120. Snappy handling, you have the easier TTK, it's awesome. There's also Elemental Capacitor, enhances more for it, and you get more handling on Arc, Void stability, AE with Strands, there's a lot of ways to go. We also have To the Pain or Rapid Hit with a Precision Instrument. And of course, for the Crucible, you do want your range up, but remember, they're coded differently than 140 hand cannons. I'm not super happy with my range. I need an extra +10 somewhere. Ideally, you would want Hammerforge or Smallbore with Accurized Range Masterwork. You want to get up to 85, 88 on the range stat. That's more than enough. That's 39 meters. More than enough, because you do have Precision Instrument to squeak out a little bit more range. But it's an awesome weapon. As far as Precision Instrument, I like it more than Kreml. And with Kreml, I like Adagio because it's one of the defining things for it. And just in general, for a long time, when people see something new, a lot are on the fence or immediately put off by it. But this year, PvP Precision Instrument Enhanced is 100% worth exploring. And for PvE, I think it's special with Prismatic. There's a ton of ability builds for Prismatic, or just grenade builds in general. It's top notch, I think. And again, you kind of think of it as just at base, not with Devour or anything. It's pretty much getting its grenade back in half the kills of regular demo, and that's wild. It's almost like a special weapon as far as its grenade regen. Pretty strong. I plan to use it in my Warlock for sure this season. And as far as the other weapons and their roles, good luck on getting what you want. But with this one, it depends on what type of player you are. I've always been a fan and a believer of using certain weapons as tools. So nothing more, nothing less. And a lot of Stasis weapons are just that. Bold Ending sees some play because of it. And if you have it, one of the most prized Stasis weapons is that explosive payload shoot to loot Vulpecula. And that weapon too is just that, a tool for a job. Demo Wellspring is a tool. If you're new here, remember to hit the subscribe button. And if you are subscribed, thank you so much for your support. Let's talk about something new down below. Are there any perk combinations that you like? If so, tell us about it. And for the most part, as far as PvE, I was kind of on the fence. And I have been when I cover 120s for PvE, but with Dreamwork, demo bypassing reloads, and what it's actually just doing for your kit as far as an engine for it, kind of drive and everything, I was impressed. But I'd love to hear your thoughts. Let's talk about it down below. Thank you for watching, and until the next one, I am CoolGuy.